So, Pennsylvania didn't certify. You know why? Because Pennsylvania is corrupt as fuck when it comes to the 2020 election. We're one of the most corrupt states. Do you want to know why? Do you really want to know why? Because we are one of the very, very important swing states. And check one for Trump on this one. Mainstream media won't tell you that, but this is huge for Trump. So, our governor, the dumbass that he is, tried to push through the certification, really under the board too, because I, among many other Pennsylvanians, are really keeping our eye out for what's going on with the election, especially whenever it goes on, whenever it comes to what's going on with Pennsylvania, being that, you know, we are from Pennsylvania. And I didn't really see anything about this. It just kind of went under the radar and went through. So, seems a little fishy to me, but okay, fine. But then, an appeals court judge, I can't remember her name, Patricia something, decided, no, we're not going to certify it, and blocked it. And I commend her. I commend you for sticking up for what is right when there are thousands and thousands of people, thousands of Americans right now, who are saying that we don't trust this election, we do not trust the outcome of this election, we do not trust what you're doing, and we think we deserve an audit. We know we deserve an audit because it's under the Constitution, which you claim that you uphold. So uphold the Constitution and recount the fucking votes. And not only recount the votes, but audit the votes. We want to see signatures. We want to know where these votes came from. And if you cannot prove where they came from, then those votes need to be thrown out. It's not like we're asking everything, right? We're not asking for a total new election system. We're not the Democrats here, right? This isn't 2016. We're not the Democrats. What's funny about that, though, is in 2016, look at what the Democrats were asking. What were they asking for? They were saying that the electronic voting systems that were used in 2016 were corrupt and hacked by the Russians. And that those votes shouldn't count. Because they couldn't prove, they couldn't be recounted, and they couldn't prove where they were coming from. And there's no way that Trump was elected, right? But he was. He was elected by the people. See, what they did is they knew that in 2016 Donald Trump was elected by the people. Not by some major fucking scheme across all 50 states, right? Not by some fucking shadow democratic system that is rigging elections from the state level to the federal level, right? He was elected by the people. And they knew that. But they were going to use the mainstream media, as they have for the past 4 years, to confuse all of these Americans that don't pay close enough attention to understand what's going on. And when that didn't work, when the Russian collusion didn't work, well then impeachment, right? Because there's no way that the people voted for Donald Trump. But we did. Because who was he up against? Hillary fucking Clinton. Right? I'm not sure who's worse. Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden. I mean, you asked me about a year ago, I would have said Hillary Clinton fucking hands down, right? But look at all of these things coming out about Joe Biden. Look at all of the corruption coming out, where he, just under the Obama administration, as vice president, what he did. He did collude with Russia. He did collude with the Ukraine. He does collude with China. His son does as well. And this is proven. We have evidence of this. Solidified evidence of this. And what is done about it? Absolutely nothing. Nothing's done about it.
Daddy.
Hang on a second. What?
Can I watch something?
Yeah. Go for it. So what's done about it? Whenever it's when it's a Democrat, nothing. Absolutely nothing is done about it. But when there's a Republican, when there's somebody on the opposite side of those who are in power, they smear them, they slander them, they ruin their fucking lives. They try to throw them in prison for the rest of their lives with a bunch of false allegations. Because these people are criminals. And there's hard evidence out there that these people are criminals. There's hard, provable, solidified evidence that these people are criminals. Dangerous criminals. Dangerous criminals. So if you'd asked me a year ago who was worse, I would have said Hillary, but now I'm not too sure. And it doesn't matter if it's all the way at the top, which, you know, all the way at the top is not Joe Biden. But it doesn't matter if it's from Joe Biden or to our wonderful governor, Mr. Wolfe. They're corrupt. They're paid for. They're paid. They can't be any other way because they've already stuffed their fucking pockets full and they've already committed these crimes. So they know that if somebody else gets the power, just like Donald Trump did, if they allow the people to elect somebody in that will expose all of the criminal activity, all of the lies, all of the cover-ups, they'll never have that power again, and they can't have that. But this one time, Trump's kind of been on a loss. He's kind of been on a losing streak, guys. You know? At least that's what the media has been telling everybody, right? And even, I mean, there's a lot of conservative news outlets who have been reporting Trump's kind of at a loss. And I was tending to agree here. But Pennsylvania is huge. This is really big news that they refused to certify this. And I don't know if they're going to try and push it past December, I think it's the 20th. Whenever, if they don't certify, then, you know, it basically doesn't count, or what they're trying to do, right? But just the fact that somebody that holds some power is questioning what is going on is great news for us. Because not everybody's corrupt. There's somebody out there that wants to find out the truth. Not just the people. Not just the people who work every day, that go to work and come home every day and just expect to be told the truth by their government and left the fuck alone in most cases, right? Because that is a fundamental difference between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. With Joe Biden, we are going to have extensive federal government involvement in our day-to-day lives, with mask mandates, with tax raises, with the, just fucking go down the list. With Donald Trump, with the Republican in the seat, with the Republican in the office, the federal government leaves you alone for the most part. That's the fundamental difference between communism being ushered in to the United States and our maintaining the system of capitalism that we have, is being left alone by the federal government, for the most part. So I don't know, guys. We'll see where this goes. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you next time, and I'll keep you up to date. But fuck Governor Wolfe. He's a piece of shit, and we need to get him out of office. So if you're from PA, you know what to do.